Hello everyone, I'm Milo and welcome to my town, and welcome to a new episode of the Luigi Strategy in Mario Kart Tour. This is the 5th episode of the series, but it may as well be the second to last, for reasons that I will explain later on. The last time that I made a video was actually near the beginning of the year, and it was a review of 2022, which honestly I would call it was the year of Luigi for Mario Kart Tour, because it was crazy the amount of representation in characters and combo sets, karts and gliders that we got for Luigi. There weren't that many this year. I think there was just one, I think. So that's why not only had I not made a new video, because I was considering making like a half-year review, but there was almost nothing that I could really talk about, so I ended up not doing it. But now that we are in the end of the year, I did want to put out something which again is probably going to be the second to last episode ever that I will be releasing about the series. What I want to mention now is how is the strategy going on for my account, of course, and what now. So for anyone that is not aware, Mario Kart Tour, starting with the 4th anniversary tour, they announced that they would not be releasing any new content, that being new characters, tracks, gliders or karts or any of that, and that tours would be kind of like older tours, and I thought they would make like new tours but just with a mix of stuff that we had, but we ended up having just reruns, quite literally the repeats of the exact same tours that we got a year ago. So right now we're in like this loop mode. The tours seem to be exactly the same tracks, the same spotlight shops and all of that. Well, maybe the Ruby shop has like the latest update that it got, but that's about it. So yeah, I mean, few people have already dropped the game or they don't have too much future. And I don't want to be the bringer of doom, but I'm gonna say that there's a likelihood that there's only about 7 to 8 months or so of the game, because people data mined that they had stuff scheduled like in the inside files of the game only throughout like up until July of 2024, more or less, and after that there was nothing. So either they're gonna add it at a later point, or that might actually be the final tour of the game. We don't know yet, and I don't really want to be bringing bad news, but I'm just stating what we know. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a little background as well if you haven't seen the previous episodes of this series. Pretty much starting 2022, I decided to, in my Mario Kart Tour account, focus only on like the Luigi items, drivers, cars and gliders related to Luigi. I decided to only power them up and use them when they were my best option, and I just went forward in the game with that mentality. And it worked quite well. As I said, 2022 was kind of like the year of Luigi in Mario Kart Tour because we got so much, and this one not so much. So that was that. The previous episodes cover my story in the game, and then how my inventory for the items evolved through time in the different points that I made the videos. But now I want to show you now the definitive set of items that I would consider Luigi items and my status on them as well. So I did a little bit of reading. Some of them were evident, and some of them even I got surprised that they were technically considered a Luigi item, at least for the criteria that I have established. So what is the criteria before we begin? I've established that a Luigi item is both something that's clearly Luigi themed, or that released alongside Luigi in some sort of way for the first time, as a set or something like that. And I'll just go in more detail as we go. So first up is the drivers. We have about 16 drivers that I consider Luigi drivers. Well, of course, the grand majority are self-explanatory because they are literally Luigi. I'm counting Baby Luigi as well, who is as a normal driver, Super Luigi, which is a super, and the rest are high-end. I have included the Luigi mini racing suit because, well, it's not technically a Luigi, but it's clearly Luigi themed, so yeah. Here I've organized an image where you can see the driver, their skill, and when they were introduced. I took this from the Mario wiki. Most of them are chronological, but not all. But yeah, this is pretty much it. What I was saying about the year of Luigi is because last year I had the video that I made last year. We got 7 out of these total 16. and it's quite crazy because that's more than half, or almost half of them, just last year. This year we did get Gold Luigi Knight, Luigi Gold Knight, whatever, which is Coinbox Luigi, what I was hoping for. I mean, Gold Luigi looks kinda cool. Maybe another custom would have been better, but they made Gold Luigi somehow without actually making the Silver Luigi, which was from Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. 2. So yeah, I'll go into the levels later. Then as for cards, we have, so here's a little bit of a funny thing. I had, to my knowledge, 15 cards that are clearly Luigi themed or that they release alongside. So we have the Green Kitty card, the Poltergust, which you know that's from Luigi's Mansion, Dasher Green Star Dark Cucumber, these release with Luigi or are clearly Luigi based. Ice Poltergust, we have the Painter from the Paris set, Roaring Racer, which is from Singapore, Green Lighting is the Golf one, we have the Dr. Luigi one, Cat Luigi, Knight Luigi, Camo Tanuki is for Kitsuna Luigi. We have the Gold Painter, which is a gold version of the Painter, which released after some time. And the Gold Shielded Speedster, which is the gold version of the Knight Luigi. Now, out of the ones that are here in this main group, I own all of them, except for the Gold Shielded Speedster. And the thing about that one is that it's only ever released once in the Mario vs. Luigi Tour of 2023. And it was exclusive to a premium challenges challenge card. You got it as a reward when you completed all of them, and it has not been available elsewhere. And I am a bit worried that I might not actually be able to get this one because of how it was obtained, and it was never updated into like the Ruby Shop rotation. And I don't think they're even updating that anymore, so it worries me. But it's a Luigi card for certain, but it's one that I don't have. And then we have here on the side, so I was going through the Mario Wiki and through the tour history, and I came to realize that these technically, by the criteria that I've had, should be considered Luigi cards. Why? Let's begin with the Tropical Truck. This was released, as you can see here, in the Bangkok tour, and this was paired with Vacation Luigi on a banner. So even though Vacation Luigi already had the Roaring Racer, I guess that you could consider it to be his card as well because it was paired with him. And likewise here in the anniversary tour for 2022, they paired, I think it was Lederhosen Luigi, in a banner with this thing. So that would make it his, I guess. The White Snow Skimmer, this one's really old, but this one was with Penguin Luigi, so that makes it technically his. That one was just knowledge that I didn't know, but yeah, I mean it's not Luigi themed, but looking back at the tours, it was released with him. Like you can see it in the tour image that he's riding it, therefore by my criteria it belongs to him. And likewise this one, the Chocolate Mint Soft Swerp from Sunday Tour in September of this year. Penguin Luigi was paired with this one, so that makes it his. Funny enough, I didn't own this until literally today, that it was on my daily shop, and after I found this out before preparing to record this video, I noticed, well, this technically counts by my criteria, so I went and bought it. I bought it 3 times because I am not using my rubies anymore for anything, so I don't mind. I eventually do plan to take it to level 6 like all of the rest here. They're all level 6 for me. Well, it is the high ends, the supers not really. Not all of them. The Cucumber is maxed. And the Tropical Truck, I actually was trying to level this one up slowly, so it was already in level 3 for me. I may have put one ticket on it, and I think I got it twice for free, so something like that. I'll also mention what I'm doing with my tickets in a bit. Okay, before this glider segment, I just want to mention that before recording I had missed these melon and banana balloons, and I've just realized it now that I am editing, so for what I'm gonna say and for what I've been saying about the cards, it counts, and for my criteria it counts as a Luigi balloon. Just I'm not gonna mention it on the remainder of the recording because it was on prior, but just keep that in mind, and it will be my objective to try and get this one in the future. Finally, the gliders. These are what I would consider the Luigi gliders. Most of them again self-explanatory. They're released with a set, like the Flying Easel. Blizzard Balloons I actually didn't know, but this one debuted when Penguin Luigi debuted. they were together, so that makes it a Luigi glider. I had no idea about this, but thankfully for me, this one was already at level 6 on my account, just out of pure coincidence. Over the time I got this many times as a dupe, and it just became level 6 naturally. So, well, now I know that's technically a Penguin Luigi glider, so I'm glad. Everything else self-explanatory. Pretzel is part of the Lederhosen set. It was released after the first 2 items, but yeah. Autumn Leaves for Tanuki. Fuzzy Kite and Steel Glider. Okay, so I was mentioning this in the previous video, the previous episode, that I didn't really know what to think about the Fuzzy Kite, but I did end up buying it. I guess you could say it's Builder Luigi's, and there could have been another one, but it didn't happen. Steel Glider likewise is supposed to be the Singapore one, because that one originally did not come with its own glider. It had the silver, I think either the Silver Surfer or the Silver Manta, something like that. But I guess it is considered the Singapore Luigi one. Green emblem is for the Gold Luigi Knight, and Luigi Golf Cap, which was released in August of this year to complete the actual Golf Luigi set, which we didn't have. I think we had the Mario Cap, but not the Luigi one. Unfortunately, so this is it. Those were the items, and I went through most of the items in the game. That's what I consider to be Luigi items. If you disagree, if you think there's something that I missed, do let me know in the comments. But that's what I consider, and that's what I would focus on. So I guess going back, every single Luigi driver, it's at least level 6 and double on cap. The Baby Luigi and Super Luigi are fully maxed. My Knight is level 7 and max on cap. I actually did that ever since I got it. There was a rank reward, and because I knew that that was gonna be just incredible for me, and it has been. And I have both Chef and Painter in level 7 triple on cap. And the reason for this is because since there's no new items anymore, I thought to strengthen my existing Luigi inventory. So what I've been doing when I had too many tickets is I've been picking some of the ones that I like to use the most or are useful, and I've been taking them from level 6 to 7 and then uncapping them up to 3. But now that I realize, well, I guess for drivers there are no more, so I will continue to do that when I have enough tickets and maybe when I need them for ranked. For carts and gliders, so as I said, every high-end card in this first group is at least level 6 double on cap. I believe the Camo Tanuki and the Shielded Speedster are already level 7 triple on cap them. And from this side, as I said, I don't own the Black Carriage, I don't own the White Snow Skimmer. Both Tropical Truck and the Chocolate one are level 3, and I'll eventually get them to 6 double on cap, I guess. I guess I should do that first before I invest into any of the other cards, just to abide by my own rules. And as for glider, everything except the Fuzzy Kite is level 6 double on cap. The Luigi Hat Balloon is level 7 triple on cap. Yeah, I took this one up. And I was thinking of doing the Silver Mustache and the Luigi Parapole as well, because those ones are quite good. The Fuzzy Kite's the only one that's level 1, but as I said, since it should be coming back in a few weeks at a discount, I might just buy it there for 70 rupees and eventually put more tickets into it. But that's my current status, and as I said, what I want to continue doing is, when I have the ticket availability, I'm just gonna slowly start getting all of these items to level 7 triple on cap, at least while I can. I probably won't have enough time if we really are gonna be with the game until July, but I will be trying my best. I know I could also be investing in other items, but I've been with this Luigi Strategy ever since pretty much 2 years fully now, so if the game's gonna end soon, which again, it's not confirmed or anything, but there's a chance, then I may as well just fully commit to my thing. So that's pretty much it. Let's briefly talk about what could have been. So there were some items that could have happened that didn't, given that now we don't have any more. Actually, I don't really know if I have many examples, but one of them is the we could have had a construction Luigi hat, since we did get a Mario one in the New Year's tour for the last, it was a year ago, and they released the Mario hat, and eventually it got a gold version. No wait, those were in the same tour, But unfortunately we never got the Luigi hard hat. That kinda sucks. I would have loved it, but yeah. Actually I don't really have many more examples. But I guess before we wrap it up, I did want to come to your attention, so I'm gonna show another one of the usual spreadsheets right now. This is the one that is maintained by the user Spinach Pants in Reddit, originally by Aloysius, but wow, this guy dropped it so long ago. I was really surprised to see that Spinach Pants is still maintaining it to this day. Like, this is for the holiday tour, literally got it just today. And I have input only the Luigi items, the ones that I showcased you here, of course not counting the ones that I don't currently have. And we can see that for coverage, just the Luigi items fully cover for me 148 tracks out of 546. Okay, that's less than 20% maybe, I'm not too sure. But still, I mean, that's pretty impressive. Of course, I do have other items that help me fill in the gaps. If I went to my actual coverage, which is this one, this is my full coverage. You can see it's 522 out of 546, and you can see the individual ones. But we're not here talking about all my items. We're only talking about the Luigi ones. And this is what it does. And before I used to not count the cities. I think if you go here, it doesn't count it. Oh, maybe it doesn't do it anymore. But now it doesn't matter, because in the past year or so, cities became really prevalent and in almost every second tour. So accounting them for them is good. And yeah, and there are some Luigis which are C and got a lot of cities, so that helps. But you can see that this is what the items themselves cover. 342 out of 546 drivers, that is actually more than 50%. Karts, roughly half of them, I guess, and glider over half of them. So it's really good, I suppose. The coverage that those items get, again, since in 2022 there were so many Luigi items, and now past 2023, well, actually it's from like October 2022 until October 2023, we're in a loop of that. In that time, some of the components that were Luigi that were introduced in 2022 were still getting buffs. So all of those are gonna help and carry through what remains. I'm just gonna scroll down here slowly, but I'm pretty much done. I didn't really prepare much. I spent more time doing the research for the items and getting the graphics together that I was showing on screen right now than doing anything else, but I think that's it. Just wanted to share like the actual status of the strategy, and that I will continue with it. Yeah, like, it was really fun to like have the focused view of, okay, only Luigi items, fair enough, bring in the Luigi items and invest on them, right? I know I could have been investing in other stuff, but not much actually caught my attention. Like a few items here and there, or drivers that I could have invested on instead of just doing full Luigis, but I don't know, I just liked it, so I kept going with it, and I'll keep going to the end. So I just wanted to do that update. This may be the second to last episode. Most likely, as I said, the next episode may be whenever the game decides to close, whether it's in July of 2024 or beyond that, since there is no more new content for now. I don't know if that's can change, I doubt it, because even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it concluded its DLC releases and it's done, and with the Switch successor console being in between leaks and stuff, possibly coming in the horizon, I think Nintendo may just want to continue with the series and innovate, do different things, and not rely in 8 and Tour anymore. Though it hopefully borrows elements from those, like the reverse tracks, street tracks, and all of that. That will be really cool, or challenges. But well, I'm already sidetracking from the main topic of this video. So to sum it up, that's what I'm continuing with the strategy, and I will continue to level up my components to the max that I can. and by the time it comes that the game may shut down, I'll do a final episode showcasing what my final results were. And that's pretty much it. Like, as I said, investing on all of this, and it's been good value. I can get the million points per tour that I asked for the total points card. I quite don't have the inventory to get a top 1000. That's too hardcore, and I'm not in that level. But anyway, I've enjoyed it. I will say that I have not been too into Mario Kart Tour. Like, today we're in what, day 9 of the current tour, and I think I've only logged in 4 days. A little bit, you know, lost motivation due to the fact that there's no new content, but I don't straight up want to quit. So yeah, I will continue my best. I mean, sometimes I'm just busy, but that's pretty much it. I will not abandon the game. I will probably stay until it shuts down, whenever that may be. But I believe that should be all. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Do look out for a potential final episode sometime in the future. And also, if you enjoyed my style, you can subscribe to the channel. I have my list of favorite games from 2023 that I played coming up sometime next week, most likely. So if you're interested, don't forget to check that out. But with that being said, don't forget, you're always welcome in my town. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.